Marshmallow Fanboy back with another review, this time of some Marvel Legends series army builders. It used to be that they had sort of a plastic-free packaging, sort of cheaper option for army building. They had, I think, AIM troopers, and they had Hellfire Club soldiers, and I can't remember what else. But they've traditionally always been Hasbro Pulse exclusives, including the larger Shield Agent Trooper and the Hydra Trooper, all of which are plastic free. But it used to be that these guys were a little bit cheaper, like the Hand Ninja, instead of being 20 was 15. The Shield Agents, instead of being 40, were 30, because they were packaged like this. This was their first foray into the plastic free packaging, back when everything did have plastic. These two are sort of an anomaly in with the rest of the plastic ones. These two are absolutely in keeping with whatever the push was to get plastic out of the packaging. But these two were an anomaly. It was back when they weren't doing plastic-free packaging at all. They just did it for these, just to make them cheaper, to get units into your hand. And of course, so you can see they're shorter and they're stubbier than everything else. So I've never opened either of these. That, like I said, they were all Pulse exclusives. They're all pretty old. I think the Hand Ninja was a number of years ago, and I think the Hand Ninja was after the Stilt Man wave, where the Army Builder was a Hand Ninja, and the Hand Ninja gave you just longer stilts and longer stilts. So it was worthwhile to get Hand Ninjas for two reasons. One, because they were an Army Builder, but also because the more legs you got, the taller you could make Stilt Man. It was very cool. The Shield Agent 2-pack is 2 Shield Agents, two, maybe one that's maybe less built than the other, I'm not sure. I can't remember what it was back in the day, but the back of the Shield Trooper and the Hydra Trooper absolutely show off what they are, and all of the head options. So if you had, since they're generic troopers, you could use any head on any body. That means you can use a bunch, because these are heads also. So it's like you're getting 5 heads and 2 bodies. You could have 3 of these packs. You could put one thing on just any random body. Then you can have 3 helmets, whatever you want, however many you want. So I know that math is a little bit not mathing on that, but you know, if you wanted 2 Hydra Troopers with that on, and one with that on, and then 2 Shield Agents with human heads and one with that would work out. That's how I'm kind of doing the math in my head. And very cool accessories that come with these, and I'm sure that there's really cool accessories that come with the Hand Ninja, because there a lot of stuff was with the Hand Ninja on the Stilt Man assortment. And Shield, of course, they probably have a lot of stuff with them too, but it doesn't have any picture on the box or anything. So we are going to open these all Pulse exclusive Marvel Legends series army builders. Now that they're out of the package, let's take a closer look at each of them. I'm not going to go over the articulation, but I will go over the accessories. So I'm going to start with the Shield Troop 2-pack, the men's edition. Well, I guess there wasn't a female edition. It was just one female troop builder. But we got these two, and let me go through some of the accessories. One, got this cool weapon, which I'll put aside. 2, we got this cool weapon, which I'm going to put aside. 3, I took this out of the guy's hand. I put it in his hand. Very nice. Additionally, they all came with these weapons. 2 looks like automatic weapons. They look the same. And another pistol. Each of them probably has a pistol. They both have sort of a molded in pistol on their I don't know what you call it, their bandolier. On whatever this is, for the hands, one of the troop has a pointing hand and a pistol grip hand. The other one has 2 pistol grip hands. So you can see there is no more there's one more pistol grip hand. So they can have 4 pistol grip hands at the same time. There is kind of a holding hand, 2 holding hands, 2 fists. So, let's see, are they the same hand? No, they're 2 different hands. So one of them can have balled up fists. One of them has a pointing hand. The other one has a 2-finger pointing hand, which I have on him. This is 1 single finger. So lots of variety to choose from. You can see that I left the default heads on. That there were a variety of heads. There is this one. There is this one. And there is this one. That would look good on either shield agent, giving you options for up to 6, just like the other 2-pack. Really nice options. As for the figures themselves, this one's a little bit wider than the other. I don't think they're both the same. I think this one's definitely just a tad wider. Maybe that's just an optical illusion. Maybe they're both the same size. It's basically the same figure with different colored visors to give them a point of difference. Otherwise, it's the same uniform. Cool shield logos on the shoulders. Really nice white belt. Really nice pack on the leg. That slides up and down pretty easy. It's got double pin knees and double pin arms, but again, I can't remember how long ago this was, but it feels like it was 5 or 6 years ago this thing came out. It could be that it's a little recency bias. Maybe everything that came out 2 years ago feels like 10 years ago. It could have been. I'm not sure. And those are the Shield Trooper 2-pack. So I'm going to do this next one by herself. The Shield Hydra agent came with the... Not Shield Hydra. The Hydra agent came with the Shield agent 2-pack. And she has a pistol. She does not have a holster for, which is fine. And she comes with this weapon, which is very cool. Has that hit of purple. Really nice. Figure has the Hydra H on the belt and on the bandolier, I'm going to call it, or the gun belt. Has the Hydra logo on one shoulder, just one shoulder. And just looks very classic Hydra. Now, the Shield agent is the one that came with all the extra heads, but they're meant for both of them. So let's go over them in the context of the Shield, or I keep calling her a Shield agent, in the context of a Hydra agent. Incidentally, I think Hydra was one of the army builders that Hasbro first offered in those little packs that the hand ninja came in. But before I get into the heads, let's get into the hands. She's got 2 gesturing hands and 2 fists. You know what they're for. Punching. For the heads, she and the Shield Trooper have this one that looks a little like Sharon Carter, but it's sort of generic, doesn't really look like anybody. That'd be very cool to put on. The ponytail doesn't have any articulation to it, even though it kind of looks like it would. The other head has sort of this tuft of hair, or the bangs hang down. I'm not sure. I don't know much about women's hairstyles. That's very cool. Then there is this one, which has very short hair. Just a bun in the back. A very angry look, very Hydra-like. That'd probably be well at home on a Hydra body. The Shield and Hydra Agent 2-pack was absolutely worth getting, and I'm going to get into the Shield Agent right now. In addition to the big weapon she's holding, as well as the pistol that I put in her grip, which is very cool, little pistol. She has 2 hands, one gesturing hand and one punching hand, so that she can gesture with one hand and punch with the other, or she can do this and be, oh hey, I'll see you on the playground after school, buddy boy. She's a little less geared up than her male counterparts. She's a little sleeker, has a little bit less on her. It would have been nice if she had some weapons that were a little more stealthy, that suggested that she wasn't sort of infantry, maybe a sniper rifle or something like that. Something that, you know, if she has less gear, the job may be a little bit at a distance. And that might be cool. But it has the shield logo on both shoulders. No, it has just on one. So she only has it on one. The guys have it on both. The guy's shoulders are big, so that's prime real estate. The uniform is standard shield. It'd be cool to have something back here, maybe a holster or something, some way to mount the big gun on. Like there's a slot right here in the gun. It'd be cool if something stuck out and you should just blamp put that right on. That'd be cool. And she's got the 3 heads that the Hydra. I just got that. Cut off 1 head and 3 will take its place. And they'll all be different looking so that you can build an army. Sorry, that was out of focus. And it was a bad imitation. So that is the Shield Hydra Agent 2-pack. The Hand Ninja comes with 2 hands that are for wielding weapons, and 2 hands that look like he's ready to do martial arts. Very dangerous looking hands. I don't know what these kind of sickle things are called, but he comes with 2 of them, and he comes with a sword, a katana, which is currently on his back. The katana sword is very cool, but these sickle things are very cool too. They're 2 colors, really nicely done. There's no wash on them to sort of bring out the details, but very cool. The scabbard is attached to the belt. It's kind of molded to the belt. You take the sword out, and that is a really cool looking sword. Just a lot of nice detail on there. Goes right in. The scabbard also has really nice details on it, which would do with a little bit of shading. The Hand Ninja from the Stiltman wave was red, and this one is black. I don't know if maybe the Shadow War hand had black outfits or not. I'm not entirely sure where that's from, but it's still an army builder. It's still really cool. And if you are popping him into the proper storyline, or you have a display for that storyline, it's a really cool figure to get. The Hand Ninja's always a welcome part of any collection, mostly because he can fight, you know, Daredevil, Wolverine. He can fight such a variety. Shield agents are really cool. They can fight a variety of bad guys. You can have them swarming over a Hulk or something. Hydra Troopers are always welcome. Army building is a lot of fun, and there's not a lot of army building in Marvel Legends because, generally speaking, the Marvel characters are unique characters. There's not a lot of armies fighting unless it's S.H.I.E.L.D. or Roxxon or the Hellfire Club goons or something like that. Hopefully Hasbro will put out some of these things again in the future. That Hellfire Club Marvel Legends exclusive for Comic-Con, for example, is highly sought after, very desired. It was, you know, one of the coolest scenes was when Wolverine hits the sewer and he's like, "My turn," and that was a Hellfire Club storyline. And they're missing, I think, Leland or whoever the big guy is who controls gravity. But I think they've gotten the rest in. I think Wingard came with a villains 5-pack, or it was an X-Men villains thing. I can't remember. I think I'm wrong. I think that was a Wolverine 5-pack. I think the Wolverine 5-pack had Jason Wingard in it, and that was a cool get if you had the Hellfire Club from the San Diego Comic-Con, which I do. But there's figures missing from it, and I got a couple of the Hellfire. I think they're called Hellfire Goons. I'm not really sure, but I got some of those as well. So army building is a really cool feature of Marvel Legends, and one that I don't think the team has leaned too hard into. I think that we're getting the fact that we got a female Hydra agent and Shield 2-pack is huge. It shows that they're still interested in army building, still interested in putting out things that you can buy multiple of. The Tracksuit Mafia was great because the Tracksuit Mafia had 3 different heads. So you could army build them. You just could get that figure 3 times and army build them, but those were impossible to get. Once Target sold out, they were gone. I think somebody like Big Bad Toy Store had it, but it was more expensive than you would have gotten it at Target. So I kind of passed on it, I think. I might have some. I have to look. But hopefully Marvel Legends will lean more into the army building in the future. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to give us a lot of different heads. I loved the Walgreens exclusive Daniel Moonstar that had pieces to build Karma and Wolfsbane. It was super hard to get, and I absolutely paid the upcharge when it went to Big Bad Toy Store. I had to have it for my New Mutants collection. At the time, I think it was the only New Mutants that had come out at the time. So it was super cool to get. McFarlane does it too with things like Green Lantern, and he just includes 2 heads with some of the newest ones. But that's kind of cheating. If you had a Green Lantern figure and you included all 4 heads so that I could choose which head that I wanted, or I could buy 4 of them and have all 4 heads, that would be different. But McFarlane likes to do a thing where he has 2 heads in one, and then he has a platinum one that has 2 more heads. So getting all of the various Green Lanterns is such a pain in the butt. But that is a complaint for another time. So I'm going to wrap it up. I'm trying to land this plane, by golly. So that's it for me. That's it for these army builders. They're all very cool, good additions to my collection. And until next time, enjoy your toys.